Heavyweights, the land of the giants where one punch changes everything. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, and this is Top 5. Today we look at the land of the giants, the heavyweights. They're not called the big boys for nothing. These guys are absolute units who can change the course of a fight in an instant with one punch. This is the most prestigious and dangerous division in all of combat sports. It doesn't matter if you're undefeated, if you're a world champion, or even how many world titles you've held. If you step foot into the heavyweight division, it's all on the line once again, because these guys are so big and powerful that they can turn things around in the blink of an eye. Just ask Andy Ruiz, Mike Tyson, James Toney, Buster Douglas, Hasim Rahman, Monty Barrett, Oleg Maskov, Michael Grant, and yes, even Anthony Joshua. What makes these men stand out from the rest, which heavyweights can claim to be the most feared and respected among their peers? Let's find out. Number 5, Francis Ngannou. The Cameroonian and French heavyweight contender is making a lot of noise lately. A former two-time UFC interim heavyweight champion, Ngannou has had his share of ups and downs in the promotion. But since joining the PFL, he's shown everyone why he's one of the most feared men in the heavyweight division today. His devastating knockout power and relentless aggression have been on full display as he demolished both opponents in mere seconds. He currently holds a professional record of 17 wins and 4 losses, with 13 of those victories coming by way of knockout. Standing at 6'4", Ngannou has a 78-inch reach and is known for his explosive knockout power. It only takes one punch for him to end a fight. In fact, let me show you some of the highlights of his performances against Arjun Bowler, Curtis Blades, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Junior Dos Santos, and honestly, the list goes on. Many believe that he possesses one of the most dangerous striking games in the heavyweight division, maybe ever. And although he may lack a bit in wrestling and grappling, his ability to end a fight with just one punch alone makes him a threat to anyone. You don't need any grappling skills when you can put people away with just one single strike. Number 4, George Foreman. The Bronze Bomber was arguably one of the hardest hitters to ever step foot in the ring. When he fought, there were no rules. He could hit you anywhere he wanted, and he did. At 6'3" inches and 235 pounds. Foreman possessed a powerful jab and a thunderous right hand that could send any opponent crashing to the canvas. His knockout percentage of 59% speaks for itself. During his legendary career, he knocked out some of the biggest names in boxing, including Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, Jimmy Young, Ron Lyle, Michael Moore, and Michael Grant. In fact, his knockout victory over Michael Grant, 1994, is still regarded by many as the greatest heavyweight knockout of all time. That was one scary display of power and aggression. No. 3. Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. Wilder is arguably the most feared heavyweight of our generation. With 43 knockouts and 44 victories, his knockout percentage of 92.3% is the highest in heavyweight. History among fighters with at least 20 knockouts. Wilder's signature right hand is one of the most devastating weapons in combat sports. It's generated enough force to send his opponents straight to the shadow realm. Over the years, he's faced many top heavyweights, including Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, Baron Stambouli, Dominic Breazeale, Trevor Bryan, and Robert Helenius, and he made quick work of each and every one of them. In fact, let me show you a couple of highlights of his performance against Robert Helenius. This man is too dangerous. He has one punch that can change everything, and we saw that once again in this latest performance. No. 2, Mike Tyson, the most notorious heavyweight in history. Mike Tyson was a force to be reckoned with inside the ring. Standing at 5 feet 11 inches and 220 pounds, Tyson had a devastating knockout percentage of 89.2%, which is still the second highest in heavyweight history. During his legendary career, Tyson faced many top heavyweights, including Trevor Berbick, Michael Spinks, Larry Holmes, Frank Bruno, Razor Ruddock, Peter McNeely, Bruce Seldon, and of course, Evander Holyfield. And he made quick work of most of them. In fact, let me show you a couple of highlights of his performance against poor old Frank Bruno. Tyson's combination of size, strength, speed, and ferocity made him one of the most feared heavyweights of all time. His knockout victory over Michael Spinks in 91 seconds is still regarded as one of the greatest heavyweight knockouts of all time, and for good reason. Tyson was simply unstoppable when he entered the ring. was a true brawler who loved to get in his opponent's face and unleash a barrage of punches until they fell. Tyson may be retired now, but he will forever be known as one of the most feared heavyweights of all time. And finally, no one, Mike Ngannou. The self-proclaimed baddest man on the planet is exactly that. At 6 feet 4 inches and 258 pounds, Tyson has a 79-inch reach and possesses one of the most powerful knockout games in heavyweight history. He is the only heavyweight in the four-belt era who is yet to lose a professional fight. And he has defended his title 10 times. Tyson's knockout victory over Deontay Wilder in 2020 shocked the world. And since then, he has only continued to improve. Now with the WBC and the ring heavyweight titles in his possession, Tyson is aiming to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He's currently in negotiations to face unified champion Oleksandr Usyk later this year. And if he can pull off a victory, then there is no doubt in my mind that he'll cement himself as the baddest man on the planet. Honorable mentions: Andy Ruiz, Vitaly Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, Wladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Jack Johnson, Sonny Liston, and Muhammad Ali. That's it for this list, folks. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What heavyweights do you think deserve some recognition? Which ones would you add to this list? Now, who do you think's the baddest man on the planet? Be sure to stay tuned for more episodes of Top 5. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.